Vedant, so actually,
Hello, good evening, and welcome back to episode number 16. So tonight we want to start slightly on a different note because on episode number 15, I mentioned a certain IIM Jammu fellow, and this guy he apparently got offended and he said next episode if I don't tender an apology to him, he is not going to watch our episodes. So here I am, okay, and let the apology be. But yeah, the second part is so we also had one MP fellow, and she was sort of demonstrating, showing us the products, some innovative
Okay.
agro products that she had prepared. And another fellow from Telangana, she was kind of interested in them. She watched the episode, she got connected, and now they are sort of planning a business with the SHGs. So that was something really amazing. So yeah. That's the story. And now let's come to episode number 16 and panel members for tonight. First of all, from Chattarpur district in Madhya Pradesh, we have Rahul Joshi. Secondly, from Dumka district of Jharkhand, we have Hari Mohan. Third, from Kozikode district of Kerala, we have Athul Muraleedharan. And finally, from Gyalsing district or Geyzing of Sikkim, we have Sushanta. So let's begin the discussions for tonight. Firstly, I would like to start with Athul.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so myself Athul, I'm from the Kozhikode district of Kerala. I'm one of the fortunate or the unfortunate ones to be assigned with the home district. It's completely subjective what you think, if it's fortunate or unfortunate, that's the thing. Yeah, speaking about myself, I did my schooling in JNV Kozhikode, Jawaharlal Navodaya Vidyalaya. After that, I completed my humanities from Jawaharlal Navodaya Vidyalaya. Then I pursued my integrated masters in development studies from IIT Madras. So after the 5 years at IIT Madras, I worked for a what I want to say. It's an apparel designing company. I worked as a business development guy, and I studied development studies. So in a couple of months, I figured out that the only common thing there was development, but it had nothing to do with the kind of development studies which I had learned. So I had started applying for other kind of things before. So fortunately, this fellowship it completely got postponed, right? It was postponed to like almost 6 to 7 months. So fortunately I wouldn't have been able to part of this if the exam had happened in May, because I was still doing my college at that time. I hadn't even written my exam by that time. So yeah, fortunately I was able to complete my exam. I was able to complete my convocation before this. I was able to join the part of this program, be a part of this program. And after joining this, I mean, I was very happy to get a bunch of 13. In Kerala, we have 14 districts. We got a bunch of 13 very, what's understanding fellows. Understanding might be a good word. We were able to create an amazing rapport with each other. Whenever we meet in the district headquarters or when we meet in IIMs, or in fact, we actually meet once or twice every month, so that because there is some kind of a work along by the SSPM, so that kind of helped us create a rapport. In fact, I never thought that I would get such a close social circle after I get out from college, but I was fortunate to get that. So yeah, that's a bit about from me. I think it's an introduction session, and it was not supposed to pass the 3 minutes or 2 minutes which Ketan has put forward. So yeah, after we'll have the discussion later. Yeah.
Sure.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Hari Mohan, and I am posted in Dumka district of Jharkhand. I belong to Ghaziabad district of Uttar Pradesh, and I did my graduation from Delhi University, and then I pursued my master's from Jawaharlal Nehru University in Development and Labor Studies. After that, I got the opportunity to do some research in the development practices, and then I came to this MGNF program. So currently here in Dumka, I'm working on some of the projects related to social upliftment and community libraries, mainly focusing the skilling part as well as some socio-economic development of the marginalized sections.
Okay.
And I will be, providing the details as well as discussing later on.
Yes, definitely. Rahul?
Yeah, so hi everyone. I am Rahul Joshi and currently posted in Chattarpur district of Madhya Pradesh. So our cohort is, I guess, one of the biggest cohorts, 52 fellows from the state. So Kafi, it's a very big gang whenever we go to IIM Ahmedabad. So almost full IIM, the other states are overshadowed by MP because so many people are there. And so in this district, I have been working on some projects like I'm trying to work for skilling of cobblers because a lot of cobblers are there. And my district collector specifically asked that do something for them because they keep working so hard in the इतना मतलब sunlight बहुत ज़्यादा गर्मी रहता है यहाँ पे constant heat. So apart from this, I made some project related to sustainable Goshala also, but it's on the back burner. And I have gone through like kind of a troublesome journey. As like you guys though have been fortunately humanities sector, then again MGNF and like that. So I did my engineering in chemical engineering, then did a job in JK Cement. So as a process engineer for 2 years. Then I thought, no, this thing is not working. So let me change. So I thought for UPSC. Then I started preparing for MBA. And meanwhile, I thought कि UPSC तो बहुत मुश्किल है अभी नहीं हो पा रहा. So fortunately, again MGNF came, and it got postponed, and I joined it, gave the exam, तैसे तैसे. So yeah, now here.
Okay, and finally, Sushanta.
Hello everyone. My name is Sushanta Alay. I am from Darjeeling district, which is also known for its tourist spots, and I'm presently posted in a beautiful district which is also known for its tourism, which is Geyzing district. So talking about my background, so as Rahul mentioned, I also come from a very diverse background. My graduation was done in pharmaceuticals. Then I shifted to media communications and marketing studies because I thought that is where my passion lies. And after that, I worked for a corporate house, for a media house for 2 to 3 years, and I felt selling things. I felt doing all kinds of media communication stuff. But then I felt like other than this, I would like to do something for my society, and because of that, I felt I wanted to do something for development or something towards NGO building. And because of that, I applied for the MGNF, and thankfully I got it. So that is basically my background.
Right. And let's start talking about our districts. And could anyone be more lucky than getting your own home district, or do you feel differently, Athul?
I really don't know. The thing is, I haven't been at home for like some 7 + 5, 12 years because you study in JNV and then you went to Chennai for this. So
Right.
yeah, in that sense, it was good reconnecting with people at home and stuff like that. But at the same time, you don't get to do all your shenanigans when you're at home, right? So yeah, just that trouble. So, yeah.
So talk about
Yeah, but
Kozhikode.
otherwise it's fine. Okay, yeah. With regard to Kozhikode about the projects, okay, like have you guys been lucky enough to get the projects which you guys approved in your DSD, which you guys submitted in your DSDP approved?
No.
No.
Right. Yeah. So I'll start with that. So in Kerala, this was done. So we submitted the DSDPs around August, right? So
Right.
as a part of that, I had submitted like some 12. We were supposed to come up with some big action plan and put specific projects under this action plan and things like that. So yeah, in Kerala, we all of the districts did this and we got the projects approved around like January. And yeah, 7 of the projects which were proposed from Kozhikode got approved. The thing with Sangal fund utilization is, so the state will ask for some kind of fund from the central, and they would have sought this fund under different umbrellas. So in Kerala, this was sought under the, so say like 50 lakhs was sought under women, 50 lakh was sought under SC/ST, 50 lakh was sought under transgender, so social and economically ignored, or 50 lakh for what's it uh, geographically significant sectors. So yeah, so but we were not communicated about this. The fellows or the people who were submitting the DSDP never knew that the project should be under this ambit. But yeah, we all submitted the projects. But fortunately, a lot of my projects uh, were aligning to these things, largely focused on women or SC/ST or transgenders. So as a part of this, I got 7 projects approved. So I don't think I have to get specifically into these projects because I mean, it will get very long. So yeah, the thing is, almost all of this we had a DSC meeting after that. All of these projects have we have started the mobilizing beneficiaries for all of these projects. For example, I'll give a brief about a couple of projects. So one project was to give a training in florist, this floral arrangement of the flower arrangements for a group of transgenders. That was one project. One project was to give a training in swing machine operation for mothers of differently abled students. Another thing was to give floriculture or like nursery management, this indoor plants and outdoor plants, this kind of plants cultivation, that kind of project to survivors of domestic violence. So there are shelter homes here. So the beneficiaries will be taken from the shelter home. Then Kozhikode is a very, what do you say, it has grown to become a hub of footwear in Kerala. A lot of prominent industries like VKC or Odisha have their factories in Kozhikode, but the manpower is usually migrants. So one course focuses on providing course of stitching operator of footwear or upper stitching to the SC/ST population. Then there is a course for reviving a traditional handicraft sector or for bamboo basket. So bamboo, there's a tribal community here called Paniyas, and bamboo basket or bamboo handicrafts or bamboo products, they're one of their traditional mode of survival or livelihood, you can say. But as things change, as modernization happened, now there is literally no one in this community who is capable of teaching the current people, even though they are interested about this bamboo basket weaving. So one project is proposed that way, and then there is one project for the school dropouts or like children of prisoners who are usually so both socially or academically undermined. We try to provide them with the training in general duty assistant course. And yeah, I think I missed one, but yeah. So there are the 7 projects. And other than that, we established a cell in Kozhikode called Sahai, and this cell tries to. So I'll just get into the background of it. So we get a lot of complaints or like requests from PWDs for the differently abled in the district for like job offers that they're unemployed. If there is something the district collector can do, if there's something the district magistrate can do, or the employment officer can do. So what we did was we went to the employment exchange. All of the districts have employment exchange, right? So we just checked. So literally for one job opening, an employment exchange gives 15 recommendations. Okay, so of these 15 recommendations, 6 will be PWDs and 9 will be non-PWDs. And so even and this 15 despite giving 6 out of 15 is a big number. So despite giving this many number of profiles to the employers for interviews or whatever the shortlisting process is, the conversion ratio of this recommendation to a recruitment was very, it's just minuscule. So while the conversion rate of non-PWDs were somewhere near 9%, the conversion rate of PWDs were somewhere near 2.5 or 3%. So we realized that the issue was not about them getting access to these jobs, but it was about the prejudicial mindset of the employers. They feel that what you say, they feel that this having employers in their payroll might make their work less productive, or it might be a threat to their business if they hire some mentally retarded or sorry, mentally challenged people. So that kind of a stigma or prejudice is there. So we formed a cell under the district administration. It's called Sahai. So Sahai tries to pitch. We basically work like a replacement team of a college. We pitch to private companies. We try to get profiles open for PWD specifically, and we link them. So far around 69 vacancies have been opened under Sahai, and that currently the recruitment is undergoing through the employment exchange. So we are not linking with the differently abled because the differently abled have already made their accounts or they're registered under the employment exchange. So we're just giving the employment exchange the job openings, the job descriptions they're giving, and they will link it to them. And because already since there is a government establishment which was interested to do that, we thought like let them do that part. We will do the recruitment part. So yeah, these are some of the initiatives and stuff which we are doing in Kozhikode.
Wonderful. Yeah. So over to you, Rahul. Talk about Chattarpur.
So I'm not able to think of so much initiatives like Atul told. So in my in my case, I remember that one project last year, the first year of our MGNF. So that time I was very much involved in the sustainable Goshala project because aspiration district, and so they had asked for projects. My DC was also interested. Then somehow something happened, so he was like, no, no, don't give this project now. So I was now like, I worked on this project and I have spent all my time. So then it got wasted. So after that, I started again with another project, and yeah, I got some success in that. So like in my district, it's a dry area, dry, and so kind of trees which grow here are mahua and amla and all that. So from those forest-based products, we have started a brand named Kandari. So it's a UNESCO heritage temple of the Khajuraho temples. One of the temples named Kandariya Mahadev temple. So on that name
Your district.
basis, we grew. Yeah, yeah. Khajuraho comes in my district. So on the name of that temple, we created a brand, Pandaria. So from that brand, we have started selling honey and uh, avla achar. So based on products like avla, mahua, and all that. And today also there were many products displayed because we had the CM's visit today. So avla and mahua is usually infamous for like being an intoxicant. But today I saw so many nice products the SSG and FPU members had made. The mahua ka they made Mysore pak, which is like
Yeah, yeah.
Mysore pak is actually
Ahua
something
they
GI
also
tag.
make coffee or some other beverages. So I we had during our academic module we had a session where this person, he is based out of Sikkim. So
Okay.
this guy had demonstrated so many products to us that are made out of mahua, and we just couldn't believe our eyes. Like, oh, these many things can be made.
Yeah, even I couldn't understand sabse pehle when they told me that this is all sugar free. So I said "Ki there must be some replacement if you are not using sugar. So it must be like honey or jaggery or something. But then he said no, it's mahua, pure mahua. So they made the mahua cookies and mahua ka laddu and everything. So it's all like a kind of sugar free and very healthy also, kind of has a lot of health benefits. So this is another project which I was working on. So yeah, we have this some success in this, and now we are expanding the brand to like first of all we have to train the SSGs in this thing so that they can learn to make new things, not just the old things. Ki only achar and murabba will work. So we do need to make cookies and now jams and jellies and everything. So this is the one second project. Now third one which I am working on is this cobblers project, and one more is the latest one which my DC asked me was to open a photography school. Now I don't know how to think on that. Like opening a school is a very different thing.
Yeah,
We
but
can
probably
just submit a
introducing a
proposal.
course into an existing module, maybe.
No, I don't know. I told him that there is a course on NCVT and ITIs do train on this thing.
Right.
So he was like, no, no, we need a separate school. So now I'm thinking how to work on that thing. And one more thing we have is very beautiful terracotta art and architecture. यहाँ पे art they make small artifacts or like home decor products of terracotta. So some few things like I brought for IIM exhibition also I told them, and yeah, it was appreciated a lot. Now we are working on a main constraint is that these articles are very fragile, so we can't transport them easily कहीं पे. So to sell it online or Amazon or Flipkart, so we need to have a kind of proper packaging, and for that we need sales. So
Correct.
until we register and sell, so we won't get experience. And the sellers are not ready because they are saying कि sir टूट गया, so who will take the responsibility? Who will take the onus? So so stuck in this cycle abhi, demand side, supply side, both issue.
Okay. We'll go to Hari.
So I am based in Dumka district, and I will talk about little bit about the geography of this
Sure.
place. And actually, you know that Jharkhand is a plateau state, and Dumka is situated in between. It is on the actually western side of the Jharkhand. Means it is attaching the border with the West Bengal also and Bihar.
Okay.
And in Hindi also, Dumka means chota. स्मॉल,
Right.
सिकुड़ा हुआ, तो उसका नाम उसी के ऊपर पड़ा बिकॉज इट वाज अर्लियर द पार्ट ऑफ द वेस्ट बंगाल, और यहीं से अंग्रेजों ने अपना रूलिंग स्टार्ट किया था. इट इज आल्सो नोन एज द सेकंड कैपिटल ऑफ झारखंड. और ये यहाँ पे मिलिट्री बेस था, एंड मिलिट्री बेस के थ्रू वो बंगाल और बिहार में दे यूज्ड टू मूव आउट. इट वाज अ सेंटर, and it is famous for the whole withdraw, Sidhu Kano. And if you have known about the little bit history, that because we all have read that 1857 was the first revolution regarding the independence of the India, but before that there were many revolutions. They were taking place in the Adivasi communities,
Right.
especially tribal communities,
Right.
and one of them was the whole withdrawal led by the current people of Santhal. So in Santhal Pargana, Dumka is the administrative headquarter, and the population of this district is more than 12 lakh. So because I'm going through the that course of action you have given me, and
That's fine.
yeah. So one more thing that is very much surprising for me. Here there is one dam that is known as the Masanjo Dam, and I have visited I think 3 or more times with my friends also from different MGNFs, nearby MGNFs.
Okay.
And this river is known as the Mayurakshi River, and it is flowing from the Jharkhand to the Bengal side. What happens? The distribution of the water is like that. Jharkhand people, means the people who are residing in this district, have very less amount of water kind of utilization. Mainly the rest of the water is sent to the Bengal, and it was built by the Bengal government. It is situated in Dumka or the Jharkhand, but it was built by the Bengal government, and it was funded by the Canada. It is also known as the Canada Dam. So you can search it out and check it out that what is that. And the thing is, like all we were discussing about the hotness right now. So actually it's a plateau. So you know what I am right now feeling. Okay. So mainly the temperature remains 42, 45 in between to that. And in the daytime, it's become very difficult to work. So you are going to the office either, and if you are sitting in an AC, and later on if you're coming out, it becomes like someone is slapping you very hard. So it's the kind of thing right now. And in the next time, next means next, when we were talking about the different things, I will be just give me a minute, just give me a minute. Guys, go to that side, go to that side, go to that side, go to that side.
Hari has got company thoda bahut.
I'm
I
really
feel
sorry.
Hari is still in office.
Yeah, I'm currently sitting in office. Okay, so don't take it that way. I will be telling about these children because they are part of my family now here.
Oh, wow.
So what is main thing that all I will be working? I have worked over in Dumka, so it's mainly about the community libraries that I will be discussing. And when you are working alone, but when you get the same kind of people or the like-minded people, so I will be mentioning about I am working currently with the library man of Jharkhand. So it's my fortunate thing, and apart from that, I am also working on a project that is related to the entrepreneurship. If you know a little bit about the Fool and Company, it's a brand of agarbatti, and so we are planning to collaborate with that.
Nice.
I think I have told a lot of things. Best.
Okay. Sushanta?
So first of all, I would like to just say, very interesting projects actually that some are very near to my heart is also connected with some of the fellows that I've just spoken. So I'm sure I would love to collaborate with the guys. Talking about my projects, so there are two, three projects, but I will only talk about one which is very close to my heart. So the first project is about bamboo, which is similar to Atul's, and there is also something to do with entrepreneurship development. But there is one special project which is close to my heart, and it is known as upskilling of children in the childcare institutes. So just to give a small brief about our district. So I'm sure this might come as a surprise to many of the fellows, but my district has a population which is less than 1,50,000. So when talking with fellows who have around 12 lakh, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, so I can just realize, um, oh, again, it just seems that whenever I speak, my network gives some kind of problem. Yeah, am I audible now, Vedant?
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah,
you are
yes.
audible.
Yeah. So when I'm listening, it's okay, but then when I start talking, then suddenly my internet connection goes haywire. So the project. So my district has a population which is less than 1,50,000. And for people, for most of the fellows, their populations, their district's population size is 12 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs. And because of our district having such a small population size, the government is able to cater to the demands and look after people to a suited to a certainly good degree. But what I feel is that there is a huge society which is not being looked after by the government, and these are the people which is marginalized. There are a lot of people who come from broken families, are and a lot of orphans who they are not taken care of by their parents, and these are the people that basically get shifted to child care institutes. Okay, network problem. Just let me change my connection one more time. Just give me one.
But I guess Sushanta was audible.
yeah, you are very
Is
much
it audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh
were
no,
very much
because
audible.
here
Pehle
everything is
also.
stopping. Okay, so I don't know, where was I got stuck. So there is a huge, there is a big chunk of people that have been left aside from the community where I'm living right now. And these are the people that come from broken families. They do not have, proper documentation. And these are the people whose families have just left them astray. And these people normally are settled in the childcare institutes of my district. And what we can see is anybody, any student or any person that comes from a family, these are the people that already get opportunities. They get, good skilling opportunities. They go to educational institutes and they do well, or they do reasonably well in their life. But this chunk of people, when they reach 18 years of age, they are, they have to just move out of the childcare institutes, because the policy itself states that once you reach 18, the government cannot take care of you. And what happens is these group of students, this group of people, once they are shifted from the childcare institutes, they do not have any skill. They are not well prepared to handle life as it comes, and they started taking up drugs. They start going to they start trying to earn their livelihood through illegal means. And because of that, what is happening is in our district also there is a huge drug abuse problem that is slowly creeping up, and it is very alarming. But in a district that has such a small population, it still is more than 10%, which is a huge, which is a huge statistic. And because of that, what we as a district administration felt was that we had to do something in order to give these kinds of youths an opportunity to train themselves and get a way to earn their own livelihood. And because of that, we have discussed with the child and welfare departments and our district administration, and we have come up with a project which is to upskill these people. These students are normally from ages 16 to 18. These students are going to get skilled, and not in some difficult or some extremely dangerous or what's a technical course, but basic courses which will give them an opportunity to earn a livelihood. For example, so some of them are learning data entry, which is normally given by ITIs, but because of the lack of documentation that they are not being able to go and get education from these kinds of ITIs. So the ITIs, in collaboration with the district, have developed some kind of foundation courses which will give these kinds of students in like chances like data entry, some short tourism tourist guide skills, some short soap making skills. And we have also now started solid waste management skills, which you don't need a huge lot of knowledge, but then these kinds of training, once they are do or once they get to do, then they will find some sort of livelihood, so that these students who were on the streets, went to the CCIs, do not end up on the streets again. And that is a project which is dear to my heart. And there are certain chinks. We have already enrolled more than 30 students from the available CCIs, and we are looking to enroll further 30 more. And there is some glitches still from the placement side. We are still worried who's going to give them job, who will be taking them. And because of that, we have also had some meetings with the Chamber of Commerce of our district and the other adjacent districts as well. But let's see, hopefully these things are some things which have to be streamlined. And yeah, that is all that I have to say about the project. Yeah, thanks.
I believe we have briefly mentioned about our projects, but I think Atul or Hari.
Yeah. So I should start with my projects and the ongoing work in Dumka.
Okay, please go on.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you. Currently, I'm working on that food and corporation kind of thing. I am trying to collaborate with these people, and in this, because Dumka is a true dominantly ST belt kind of a tribal area, and Santhali tribal area. So main focus is regarding that, and I consulted with DC sir as well as DDC sir. So they just suggested me to work over the PBTG groups. And PBTG are the people who are most, not the privileged one. They are the people at the margins.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable people. So in this particular training and collaboration with the school, I'm trying to target this group, and we will be taking some other 50-50 ratio, means 15 people from the normal ST and the 15 PBTG children, and then we will be training them in the agarbatti making and making them enabled to become an entrepreneur. Not just they are taking the training and after that they are having a certificate kind of a thing. Apart from that, I would like to mention one name, very famous name. With him, I'm working from last 1.5 years. So this person also comes from a very humble background, and he's from Kolhan and known as the library man of Jharkhand. Currently, the all episodes, 100 episode of Man Ki Baat by Mr. Modi ji also. He got recognition and he was called by the Honorable Prime Minister. And so why I'm currently focusing on this community library project, because in the current situation of communication and IT, everyone is more attached with the gadgets, TV and computers, internet, mobiles, and very rarely we go to the libraries. And so this person has focused on the community libraries. In his area, there were very least people who has gone to the 10th and after that have opted for the graduation. So in his struggle, during his struggle, he started first library at his home, and later on, wherever he works, wherever he got posted, he started his mission. So it's a kind of mission along with the government. He is the APMG secretary here and DWO, District Welfare Officer also of Dumka. So it lets me to get a leverage from his side. And in Dumka also we have started 4 libraries without any assistance from the administration. So in the first phase, it was focused on the different blocks as well as the SC/ST hostels. I have already mentioned that it is a ST belt, so we have focused on the ST students, and in their hostels we started, like you could see my background. It's an office, but it's a kind of a thing like everything is mixed up. So the hostels are also like that. They are not so clean like Vedant's room, very clean background and all. Two friends like Rahul having, so it's like that, and we work in this. So it's the reality of the that I am showing right now. And currently, why I am right now sitting in this office, because we are working with this small childrens, ranging from the 5 to 12, and because they were not the part of the formal education, and after contacting with Sanjay sir, the librarian of Jharkhand, we just focus on their part, that we will make them the part of the formal education, as well as we will be teaching them personally. We will be getting out our time from our services, mine as MGNF as their DW, and we invested this time for them. So it's the one thing. And apart from that, what is the work of MGNF? Everyone is doing. So apprenticeship promotion, PM NAM, job mailers, and everything going on. I think these all works we are doing, and apart from them, sometimes we get the work from the RDSD. Sometimes we becomes a part of the, like ODOP and all. This is all going on.
Okay.
What I, really missed out from these all works, that there should be a change, little bit change at the reality of the ground. It's not just in the papers. Like we will be doing research. I have done some part of the research during my MPhil. So I was placed in a village, and in this village, I was working with the community, or our community, and that same funda I have opted here. So I don't know Santhali very well, but I have some people who help me, and always as a friend. So I get to interact with the people, and in this phase, with the collaboration with the fool, I'm trying my best to create an entrepreneurship model, that successful entrepreneurship model, for the PVTG as well as these people, marginalized sections. Thank you. I think I should stop here, and later on I will come again.
Fine. So I believe we have all spoken about the projects, but I'd largely now would like to request you guys, like, so maybe you had some fun experiences, or during this implementation of these projects, you had certain experiences that you'd like to share, largely from the perspective of what you have learned, instead of simply jotting down different projects that you've worked on. What has been your learning, how that learning translates into probably the work opportunities you will be seeking after this, and along with that, probably some fun experiences you've had. Anyone? Atul, maybe. You've been waiting for a very long time.
No. I think I actually got confused between the two sections. Initially, we were
It's
supposed to
alright.
talk about the district, yeah, and then later about the projects, right? Yeah, but
It's
we all
perfectly fine. Now
spoke about
that
it.
we are in the flow, go on. It's all.
Yeah. I mean, I can't think of fun experience, but one of the things which I really uh, enjoy working as a fellow is the opportunity to work with the other fellows. That's the part which I enjoy the most, because I think we had a second AM some 3 months into after a district, right? So
Yeah, 4
initially,
months, yeah.
yeah, 3 to 4 months. So initially, we all came as a random bunch of people, and I mean, it was hard to connect initially. Yeah, people from different age groups. I'm 24, and there are people with 31, 30, or also the group there. So there was this huge age gap. There are people from different educational backgrounds. There are people from different districts. So that was there. But yeah, by the time we came for the second AM, it was the same place. We all kind of had a very similar perspective of what is happening in the district, and we all sat together. We brainstormed, and we thought about how we can solve it, and we thought about mm, what do you say? We conceptualized the MIS portal for the state. So Kerala, I think maybe Gautam or maybe Javed, who would have already spoken in the session, would have mentioned about this. But yeah, to others. So basically, there is no no proper data repository we have about killing activities in district. There is no system to track or monitor training centers or the monitor trainings. And also there's an SSDM. Is the SSDM able to do all these things in a foolproof manner? Because Kozhikode, Kerala has like 3.5 crore or 4 crore population. Is it possible to do that without a proper online platform? So yeah, so we conceptualized an MIS portal. We prepared a DPR of it, a detailed project report of it, and we submitted SDA. And the DPR which we have submitted was approved, and it is currently in the stage of they are currently seeking tenders for it. They are given an EOI, question of interest for it. They are asking for coders or people who make websites to come and help with the portal. So yeah, that was working together for this MIS because uh, coming up with a web development platform where none of us are well versed in algorithm, when none of us are well versed technology, but we came up with a prototype of the portal. There is this website called Wix. In Wix, we can literally make a website, but it's not really a website. It's just a prototype
Yeah,
of the website.
it's
It
right.
looks like how a website will be, but it doesn't perform any functions. Or if it might perform a function if we have the premium platform. I don't know. But
Mhm.
yeah, we prepare a Wix. We made a Wix platform. So we made a prototype in the Wix platform, and then we took screenshots of different pages, how the portal will look at different sections, and we figured out a mechanism for data collection. We figured out a mechanism for the sustainability of data collection, and thinking about all these things required constant renegotiation, negotiation, talking with each other, discussion, splitting into thousands of groups. So yeah, the this process was thoroughly enjoyable while it was draining as well. So one of the major things which we all would like to happen by the end of a fellowship is to see this portal at least in its initial stage, with MIS portal in its initial stage. And I think unless we don't create an institutional system which is well oiled, nothing will change. We will initiate a couple of training programs. Maybe maybe we'll be successful in providing them with some kind of a placement opportunity through some sort of an handholding. But it doesn't. The problem doesn't end there, right? Unless there is a proper institutional mechanism which is well oiled, things will continue. So we hope this will be a solution to Kerala's skill challenge and things like that. But yeah, it's all in the future. So this is one thing I can't really think of like humor experience, and I there
So
are a lot of
tell me
funny things
more
which
about
are
so this DSDP tracking mechanism you sort of had developed. So you monitor progress and then so can you talk more about it?
yeah the okay. The thing is, so I told her, right, we all submitted the DSTPs around like August end. So we
Yeah.
all submitted the DSTPs to the state skill development mission as well.
Uh-huh.
And we were constantly pushing them. We were constantly badgering them to get the projects approved. But in some proposals, I think it was in Trishur, there were around 70 proposals. And the
Wow.
70 proposals were like proposals. It was written, it was not in a very concise form. It was like how the training center has just given it, or how an outside body. So yeah, so the state skill development mission has hardly 40 staff, and of this 40 staff, they have a lot of other skills who are running. So they have maybe like 4 or 5 people to work on Sangal, DSC, and everything. And so they sought, they asked us if we could come and help with the what to say, the DSCP evaluation thing. So
Mhm.
yeah, and see, it was like we going and evaluating the DSCP which we had submitted. But for that to be foolproof, we needed some mechanism to show that it was accountable, right?
Sort of like a
So
blind
yeah,
rate.
Hmm.
yeah. So we all sat together. We came up with 100 mark scale. We
Okay.
gave different parameters. Some was related to the parameters. The hardly it was how some 40 marks was given to rational, and of this 40 marks, how it was further split into like 5, 4, 4, 4, or something like that. So I can maybe share the evaluation matrix to you guys or in this group
Sure.
after this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it was if it's helping convergence. If it helps convergence with you, the project will get 5 points. If it not doesn't, it will get 0 point. And there were a lot of checklists like that. If it's inclusive, if a proper training center is identified, if a proper if there's a proper mobilization plan already in place, there's a proper implementation plan already in place. So yeah, a 100-point scale was figured out, and we discussed with the fellows and all were fine with it. And then we started evaluating all the proposals which every district has submitted, and the projects which got the highest marks, this were considered for the approval. So yeah, so in this way, almost I think projects accumulated a total of like 1.7 crores were approved across all the 14 all the 13 districts.
Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, that was one fun experience. Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, during this project evaluation and all, I mean, I told you like before, right? The SSDM did not give us clear guidance on what kind of fund they have, on like what they can utilize the fund for. But they are already 50 lakhs for women, 50 lakhs for SC/ST, and so on. So, but the projects were not like that. So we had to make the projects that way. We had to what you say, change the beneficiaries in some projects to from maybe from it was supposed for to be for anyone. We change it to women, or if we change it to what you say, SC/ST or something of that sort. So that kind of a flexible arrangement when it came among the fellows, it was slightly confusing. But there were no issues and all. It was a fun experience. Yeah. So yeah, overall it was well and good. And yeah, everything.
Like you previously mentioned, okay, Kerala cohort, you guys keep meeting each other once or twice a month at the SSDM. So what kind of activities do they engage you in?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah. So this has a lot to do with the appointment of a new CEO recently. Okay. So in
Okay.
the first year of the MGNF program, we hardly went to the SSDM headquarters once. That was for an MSQ workshop. There was a workshop conducted for universalizing MSQ. But
Okay.
yeah, after that, this new guy came in, and he had some experiences killing. So yeah, I think I mean, there was a lack of resources, clear lack of manpower in the SSDM offices. So he wanted people to work at it, but and he saw us people, and he just wanted us to do a lot of work for him. So he made us what do you say, do a lot of starting from this MIS BPR work, then this district DSTP evaluation metrics. Then recently we had a what do you say, a visit of World Bank and consult MSD officials in Kerala. So they came. I think, I don't know. I'm not sure about this, but apparently Kerala and Rajasthan were identified as best practices in Sankalp implementation.
Mhm.
And so World Bank representatives wanted to visit these places. So a group went to Rajasthan, a group went to Kerala. So when this World Bank people came to Kerala, they wanted a detailed document about how Sankalp goals. There are these three result areas, right? Inclusivity and all these things. So how we have achieved these three result areas so far. So yeah, we had to prepare like 40-50 page document, that too in Canva, because it had to look good. It should not be a normal Google document. And then there are a lot of initiatives which are going on. We are planning an SSC meet, like different some six SSCs are grouped together, SSC councils are grouped together, and they'll come. We'll have a meeting. We will figure out what is the relevant course bouquet in the state, and we'll figure out what are the center of excellences they have. We'll figure out how we can what do you say, improve the skill delivery of courses under this sector skill council. Then yeah, then we also worked on a roadmap of how the state skill development mission should be working for the next 2 years.
Mhm.
How they should assume the role of a skill secretariat, where all the skilling related activities should go under them instead of them merely being a state skill development. Because state skill development mission, as you guys know, it's just a linkage between the central schemes and the state schemes. It's largely a thing under Sankalp for MSD, right?
Right.
Or but beyond that, if a holistic convergence has to happen, every department which gives convergence in which gives skilling in the districts, be it agricultural department, be it industrial department, be it animal husbandry, all the departments should at least report what is happening with their skilling activities to this SDM. So then only the conversation, because otherwise there will be duplication of skill training programs offered. Otherwise, people might tend to offer irrelevant programs. So there are these issues. So making case is the state skill development of Kerala, making case the state skill secretariat and how different activities are envisaged for the upcoming 2 years. We prepared a detailed roadmap about this, and there are a lot of things in loop. Like I'm pretty sure for the next 5 months also we'll have to go to the district headquarters a couple of 2 or 3 times, but it's an enjoyable thing. We all love going there, and everyone is happy. So yeah, that's the good part.
Okay. Wonderful. Rahul,
Yeah. Yeah.
you have anything about your projects? I mean, being tanked, or maybe some other experiences while you traveled across Khajuraho, probably. Everyone, there are 5 guys on the panel. Everyone is interested in Khajuraho.
Yeah, so it's really a very nice place to visit, Khajuraho. And apart from the temples and monuments, so in the rainy season, apart from that time, they never visit the Khajuraho or any place because it's so warm always that the Thandi maybe you will find winters also that it's too warm in the daytime and at night times it's very cold. So makes no sense. Yeah, but during the monsoons, so this region becomes very beautiful. So like scenic beauty is there, and there is one place known as Rani Falls. So this Rani Falls, like whenever I go to that place, so tourist guides usually tell that there are 7 types of rocks available. Like whatever we study in geography, that granite is there, basalt is there, and all kind of various rocks. So yeah, they tell ki this is a gorge in Rani Falls. So the river cuts through those volcanic rocks, and there are 7 types of rocks. So it's really beautiful. And recently, the Red Moon happened. So that day, fortunately, I took my neighboring district fellows to Rani Falls. So from there was this gorge, and above that we could see the Red Moon. So it was a really nice experience going to that place. And yeah, so I should say deviated from what I should be talking about. About
Go ahead.
some fun experience or projects related to that. So projects say something which I think I'll be taking forward either in my personal life also and as a professional person also. So like there are very various ideas related to consultancy. Like maybe in the professional field from what MGNF experience we know, and even the like agriculture related or village level kind of innovations. So there are so many things which can be made as a service and provided to people at the local level, at the village level, at the small block level, or you can say sub-district level. So yeah, there are many ideas which can be used. And specifically being India being a agri-dominant state, so we can do a lot in this sector. So this is one thing which comes to my mind.
Okay.
And so like fun experience, I'll talk a bit later maybe.
Okay, sure. Hari?
Yeah. So what to discuss next? I'm a little bit.
So it's about your
Okay.
experiences, any fun experiences, learnings, embarrassing moments, anything.
Yeah, in the initial phase, I have some embarrassments because I went to meet district education officer, and so this district is mainly like Santhali speaking language. So what happened? I thought that I should talk in a proper way because it's a JAC officer. So I just said this is the thing, and we are opting for the career counseling of the 11th and 12th standard students. So what happened? I was talking like I am talking to the Vedant right now, but that person was like, this was the means he was ignoring so much that after the 15 minutes, I is one of the person came and said, "Sir, you are saying in English, and sir, it's comfortable." So I said, "Okay, sir, at least you should tell me, na? Means I am not getting the things." And this was the first thing. And sometimes you have to wait a lot for the officers. So I don't know whether it is a culture or it is a kind of thing that you also have faced in your districts.
Not much really.
So it happens in the initial phase, and later on, when you get a rapport building, you got the very easily from the people.
Okay.
Okay, and one moment was like that. We were so lucky. So what happened? The nearby district is Devghar, and Devghar is famous for the Bhaskinath temple, and there is one ropeway. So
Okay.
it just got dismantled, or it just got the uh, destructive just 2 days after when we visited that place. So we were so lucky that after 2 days, and it was a national news that choppers were sent by the army, and we were just thanking each other that, guys, we just got the out of that cliff. Otherwise, if we got stuck in between, what will we will be in the news, and MGNF Dumka, MGNF Goda, and all will be in the news. So that was a lucky moment for us. And uh, it's right now it's just
Okay.
yeah.
Sushanta?
So I'll start with the embarrassing,
Sure.
embarrassing. So this happened just after I joined the MGNF, not even a month, and then we had to attend career counseling seminar. So actually, they just called me to just show your presence or something like that, and I just thought I'll just go there, have some tea and biscuits, just show my face, and then I'll go. Then suddenly, what happened is after during the process, they just told me we have a sir. They did not know that I'm MJ of something. We have a sir from skill development, Mr. Ali. He's going to talk to you guys about skill development. So it's not even been 1 month. We've not even had the proper academic module at that time, and I just sat in the dais, and I didn't know what to say because see, I was not well versed with many of the programs that I was doing, right?
Right.
So the only thing was I'd watched a movie, that Pushpa, just one night before that thing. So how I started, I was so nervous that I started. Yes, yes, I started like, how many of you have seen Pushpa the movie, The Rise? And then like there were many people who rose their hand, and I told them, how Pushpa, you does that Tuskari stuff, and then he knows, this is all skilling. He was skilled enough to, first of all go in, and then he did this kind of training, and that is how actually how skill development works. So I think that is one of the most embarrassing moments, because in hindsight, when I think about it, I think that is the worst example that you should give to any student. But but then actually it was pretty light, and they also started laughing. Now that was the funny thing. Talking about some disappointing things about my journey, the most disappointing, I think, as many of my fellows also rightly said, it is about there are projects and there are things that you see that is so right for the district. That if you can just put, if even if you can just, if somebody just puts a little bit of effort into that, it is going to help a lot of the people in the district. But you are so confident that is the right thing for the district, and then you go to the higher authorities and they just push it aside as though it's like the least important thing. And these are the times I feel like, why am I here, what am I doing? And I think these are the times which are really tough to go by. But then as time goes by, you learn to have a thick skin. As Hari mentioned, there are people who take it as an ego issue if you go and talk to them. There are people which you cannot make any sense. But then as MGNFs, we toil, we struggle. That is I think what I wanted to say.
Okay. Any final remarks?
Vedant, like when Hari was telling about language barriers, I got reminded of one thing, that in this region, like Madhya Pradesh has this different regions. Like the area I am right now in, so these districts are called Bundelkhand.
Bundelkhand.
And yeah, so from the part of MP which I come from is Malwa. So Malwa has a Malvi language. Bundelkhand has a Bundeli or Bundelkhandi accent, and different kind of Hindi only. I never thought that I'll be facing a language barrier, that too in the same state.
Your state.
And when I came here, so I was like, "Ki, what are these guys talking about? Like I cannot understand कि ये हिंदी ही बोल रहे हैं or what they are talking." So gradually I understood कि yeah, this is certain kind of way of talking. Bundeli is very different from what they are. And then I initially कुछ days I was like कि yeah, IIMs we are getting trainings, I could talk in English. So when I went to the ITI college first, because my mentor is a ITI principal, so he was so literally scared when I was talking to him about the MGNF and everything. He was like, you are, मतलब वो उनका एकदम directly यही था कि you are MGN collectorate से आए हैं आप. I was like, no, I am not from district collectorate, because at that time I didn't know the importance of district collectorate in this ecosystem. So then when he got to know a little bit more, so he got little frank, and from that day I'm his English person. Like कुछ भी हो for English, a letter comes in English, तो बोले send it to Joshi ji, give him, he will tell us what to do. So English is a big thing here.
Okay.
Could I add something, Vedant, to this?
Sorry, okay.
Yeah. So, what happens? Like, even there are many people in the district ecosystem that people doesn't know what is MGNF. Even
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
I think
I think
whether I
even
have
after
an
2
MGNF or
years,
not.
there are still
Yeah.
people around the administration who won't know ki what.
Yes, yeah, same. Okay, and what happens? Like, there could be, like Sushanta has told, that there are some disappointments. So we worked hard regarding the PMKVY. So there was a task given by the this NIMI that you have to share the trades of the PMKVY 4.0.
Okay.
Okay, so my DC said that do a research kind of a thing, and then after that we will be sending the report. Okay, so I discussed with the people, training partners as well as DSO, and after that I went to every kind of thing, means part of the ecosystem, who are the part of this ecosystem, this skilling ecosystem. I tried my best, and then we sent it. Now what I got to know that whatever trades we have sent, no one, not a single trade has been, sent to this district, and it's just like SMO. I said, dude, this district is so much SMO. Sewing machine operator means it's like it is everywhere. In
Yeah.
SSBM, they are providing the training of the SMO.
I think
In
I've
in
had this
PSS,
person complain right from like a few episodes. I did mention the same thing. Sewing machine operator, and beautician, data
Beautician.
entry. Yeah, these are like the favorite things of all skill development offices over here.
Yeah, and
Across the
one more
country.
thing I would like to add, like my district is very much known for the Tasar silk.
Sorry.
Tasar silk. Tasar is a kind of silk, and
Oh,
here
got it.
it is the first district that grows the largest part of the Tasar cocoon.
Oh,
So people are very hard working and all, but what are they getting? So nearby to my district is the Bhagalpur. Bhagalpur is a district or the city in Bihar. What they do, cocoon is reared here, but the large Vyapari and all, they come here, they just
processing
buy
will happen over
the
there.
cocoon and process it in the Bhagalpur.
Processing is in Bhagalpur.
So the thing is, no one is taking, even the SSDM, PMKY, central government schemes, no one is taking care or taking, trying to catch this part where there is no work. It could be done. So it's not just a complaint. It's just like the thing, sometimes it happens, like Sushant has already mentioned, that we are trying to post something like, this is the strength of the district, and here we could work out. But people are saying, okay, it's fine. You let it be. You are MGNF. We remain to that point. So that was the thing that I want to share with all of you.
Okay, cool. Any final remarks, or I'll close the discussion then? Recording. All right. So
is it like we are ending the session, or you are moving to some next round?
No, so I'll stop the recording now.
No. Wait, like I'll share one fun experience which I got reminded. Yeah. So like this is a very fun experience for me, but I don't know whether Vedant will permit me to share this thing.
Go ahead.
So
Yeah.
let's see, we'll have to cut it out or not. So we have an MP state young professionals also, like we call them CM fellow. Yeah. So we were sitting in the office allotted to us. So my CM fellow got an office which was of some old additional deputy collector kind of thing. So ADC or something, like your districts might have DDC. So no one used to sit there. Now what happened? One day, I and my CM fellow, we were having lunch in that office. So these offices are special offices, like उनमें वो ऊंचा judge जैसा chair रहेगा ऊपर, and the other person, whoever comes from the outside, he'll be at a lower level, काफी height difference.
Yeah.
So we were having lunch on that ADC wala chair, and I didn't know that this person is ADC only. Then he came inside. So, so he came and he asked. So my CM fellow very well knew that this is the ADC, and he asked Lokesh ji, like, to my CM fellow, what are you doing? Then he asked me, who are you? So I said, yeah, I'm MGNF fellow. So he said, you sit in this district collectorate only. So I was like, yeah, I sit anywhere. Like, I don't have a fixed office, so I can sit in the ITIs, I can sit in the district collectorate anywhere. Okay. So then he asked me, how did you get selected? So I told him, like, I didn't know at all that he is the district IADC. I was like, it's an exam we have to give. So after that, we crack it and we get some districts, and now I'm working here. So he was like, okay. Then he, मतलब उसने अपना हाथ आगे बढ़ाया and he said his name and said, I'm the ADC. So I couldn't like respond कि oh my god, this is the person. So I was like, अच्छा आपका नाम तो सुना है मैंने. So then my like he went outside. So my same fellow asked me, what were you doing? You were talking to him sitting in his chair only, and you were like, "Ki तुम्हारा नाम सुना है." Who talks like this? I was like, I was clueless. How could I talk? I thought there is some guy in the office wondering, and he is coming here to ask about like how you got selected. So I'll give my child also the advice.
It's fun. It's all right. This can be a part of the recording.
Okay.
Okay. All right then. I think we'll end the session. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us.
Vedant, I just want you something, if you allow me.
Yeah, sure. Okay, go ahead.
Please,
Please say.
stop the recording.
No, I didn't.
Actually,
Sorry.
yeah, sure. Please stop the recording.
Okay. Let's stop.
Okay. So, guys, this is the first community library that we created, and the whole onus goes on to Library Man of Jharkhand who helped us to create. I'm showing the pictures of some people, and these are the children. These are the people, and actually they belong to the, in front of this office there is a Juki Jopri kind of so these
Okay.
people come from that.
Uh-huh.
And here I am showing you the Library Man of Jharkhand. And say hello to all. These are the co-fellows of MGNF.
Hi. Hello.
That's really nice.
So thank you so much, Vedant, for this opportunity. I'm really glad to thank you all of the people who joined this. Thank you, Atul. Thank you, Sushanta. Thank you, Rahul. And thank you, Vedant bhai.
Thanks, Hari, for giving us the opportunity
again.
Definitely. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Like Hari is doing really nice work.
Yeah.
Even in our state, some fellows have done this community library project, and it's a tremendous salute to all you people.
I believe even Shefali from Ashoknagar district.
Shefali has done this library on wheels, something like moving library and buses.
Okay, great.